We're rounding out the last full week of July, and this month I've been focusing on helping you hit that reset button on your goals, realigning what's most important to you, and creating a timeline so that you can meet those goals before the ball drops on December 31st. This week, we are focusing on that to-do list, how to make you more efficient and build in that time in your busy week to work on those goals and do the things that light you up. And that brings us to today's quote. 80% of our results come from just 20% of our effort. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. Today's quote is more of a theory than a quote, but I'm sure many of you have heard of it. It's Pareto's principle. 80% of our results come from just 20% of our effort. As busy working moms, we often feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done. The to-do lists seem endless, and the pressure to juggle being a mom, a wife, your career, everything life throws at you, and your personal goals can be very overwhelming. And that's where the 80-20 rule comes in. The 80-20 rule is all about focusing on what's most important. It suggests that a small portion of your efforts lead to the majority of your results. Think of it this way. Not every task on your to-do list has the same impact. Some tasks are serious game changers, while others are just fillers. For example, let's say you have 10 tasks on your list today. According to the 80-20 rule, only 2 of those tasks will likely contribute to 80% of your productivity and success. So those 2 high-impact items are where you should be directing most of your energy and your time. So how do we apply this principle to our to-do lists as working moms? I'm glad you asked. First things first, you need to figure out which tasks, I don't know why that word is so hard for me to say, fall into that critical 20%. And you could do this with both your work to-do list and your life to-do list. So these are the tasks that align closely with your goals, and they have the most potential to make a significant difference in your day. Pro tip, planning your week is a high-impact task. Probably the number one thing I can think of as a time management and work-life balance coach. It does not take a lot of effort to do this, but the impact it has on your efficiency of your week and your productivity is tremendous. If you're new to the show, you get a pass, but if you are an avid listener, then I really hope you're already doing this because I mention it at least on every other episode. Meal planning is another one of those high-impact tasks. If you plan your meals for the week, then it not only saves you money on your grocery bills because you're only buying the ingredients you need, and I have a ton of episodes on this one, but it also saves you time during your week because you know what you're going to make every night. So with these 2 examples, it's something that only takes a half hour max to do over a weekend, but it has such a positive ripple effect on your entire week. And you could check out my show notes, and I have an awesome freebie to help you out in this category. It's my Save Time and Money with Meal Planning freebie. Check it out in the show notes to get your copy today. But once you've identified your high impact tasks, prioritize them. This means giving them the prime spots in your schedule when your energy and your focus is at its peak. So if you're a nighttime person, do it at night. But I highly suggest becoming a morning person, even if you're not, because that is when you could really be most productive. The 2 examples that I gave, I actually do on the weekend, but most tasks are done during the week. And the prime spot for many of us is in the morning after we've had our coffee and before the day's chaos sets in. I promise, mamas, getting up early and having that quiet, interrupted time has been a serious game changer, not only for my productivity, but for my mental health and my overall stress levels. So I cannot encourage you enough, even if you have to start by getting up 10 minutes earlier each week, that little bit by little bit, before you know it, you'll be up an hour before your kids, and it will be a game changer for you. Next, you're going to look at the remaining 80% of your tasks. These are often low impact and might not even need your immediate attention. And you're going to ask yourself, can you delegate any of these tasks to anyone else. For example, can your partner handle the grocery shopping this week? Can you hire a cleaner for that deep cleaning every other week? If delegation isn't an option, then consider possibly eliminating it or postponing the task to when you have more time. Not everything needs to be done right now, and some tasks might not need to be done at all. This step is really important for freeing up your time and your energy for what really matters most. So, my challenge for you this week, mamas, is to put this into action. This week, I want you to apply the 80-20 rule to your to-do list. You're going to take a look at your to-do list, highlight that top 20% of tasks that will drive 80% of your desired results. You're going to prioritize these tasks and dedicate focused time blocks in your week to tackle them. Hopefully you're doing your weekly planning because that's where this process comes in. See if you can delegate or postpone the rest of it. And at the end of the week, really reflect on how this little shift in focus affects your productivity and your stress levels. By focusing your efforts on what really matters to you, you're likely going to find that you're not only more productive, but you're a lot less stressed. You'll be focusing your energy on what truly matters, making meaningful progress towards your goals, and freeing up time for the things that bring you joy, you fulfillment, and that really light you up. As working moms, we're often pulled in so many different directions, and it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind of those low impact tasks. But by focusing on this critical 20%, we can really ensure that all of our efforts, all of our energy is aligned with our most important goals and our values. This also helps you set better boundaries. When you prioritize those high impact tasks, you end up eliminating all the non-essentials, and you're so less likely to feel overwhelmed. This allows you to be more present with your family, more engaged at work, and more attentive to your own needs. The 80-20 rule is such a powerful tool for any working mom looking to be more efficient with their time and more productive in her week, because by focusing on the tasks that truly matter and letting go of the rest, you can achieve way more with a lot less effort and time. So take this week's challenge and see how the 80-20 rule can really transform your week. And if this is something you struggle with, I'm really just a phone call away. Book a free discovery call with me and discover the work-life balance that is possible for you. The link to book is in the show notes. And remember, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. You got this, mama. And if you haven't joined our Facebook community yet, head on over to Work-Life Balance for Working Moms and come hang out with us. And don't forget to hit that follow button on your podcast app so you never miss another episode. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Life, Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Life Career Life with Carrie Pat.